Good evening. My name is Terry Daniel. I am a voter. I am a teacher. I am a mother. I am a wife. And I am a citizen of this city. I commend the young people, the young Black people who have had more courage in this room than many of the adults in this room have had tonight. And here's the TLDR. What happened on Saturday is a hate crime, and I urge you to ask the DA to investigate and prosecute it as such. If the roles were reversed and it was a group of Black boys, we all know they would be arrested immediately or worse. Don't offer your community empty placations. Take action. As for Sergeant Collado, I request a review of his conduct. My husband and I moved to Simi Valley in 2018 because of its reputation of being a safe place to raise a family. With the growing prevalence of graffiti in our neighborhoods, car and home thefts on the rise, and now gang-based, racially motivated violence against a young Black man happening at a movie theater, it's safe to say you are dropping the ball on keeping Simi residents safe. I urge you to do more gang prevention, intervention, and to invest more in making sure our youth have happy, prosperous futures. When I take my kids around Simi Valley, we're met with a chorus of, oh, how cute, how precious, they're adorable. I'm not naive, and I know a day will come when my kind, generous, loving, beautiful, capable, smart, strong, resilient babies will stop becoming precious in the eyes of a dark pocket of our society whose members are uneducated, bigoted, small-minded people whose sense of self-worth is derived from belittling those who exceed their small standards of who should reign superior.
Your time is now up, but thank you.
Thank you.
The next speaker, please.
Hello, my name is Ken Hurst. Thank you for having me today. I would like to request that the council direct the Simi Valley Police Department to respond to abduction calls. Please, would you put this on an agenda of a future meeting so that we can talk about it? I understand from talking with a Simi Valley police officer that when they receive a 911 call for an abduction, that they call the Department of Homeland Security, and if DHS confirms ICE is in the city, Simi Valley Police is done. To my mind, that is an unacceptable response. We have reports from around the nation of criminal elements donning masks and being up to mischief, including abducting people. How do we know that the people that what's going on now are ICE? They should respond. They should ascertain that it is in fact ICE. They should ascertain that they are not using excessive force. We have witnessed excessive force being used. And they should make sure that they can articulate at that time a reasonable basis for the detention in keeping with the existing TRO. In addition, Simi Valley Police, in my opinion, should be enforcing reckless driving provisions. I have witnessed ICE agents driving recklessly within Simi Valley. They almost caused an accident when I was watching. Someone's going to get hurt if we don't crack down on this. They drive around without license plates on. They're allowed to break rules if it's necessary for the performance of their duties. Driving around without a license plate, I can see no reasonable reason why they need to do that, other than avoiding accountability, which is unreasonable. Thank you very much.
I'd like to say good evening, but given the circumstances, it hasn't been such a great evening for me and for many people in this city. My name is Elizabeth, and I was born and raised in this city. I'm a law student, and I've been a substitute teacher for many of the kids in this city and in this school district. Much of what I wanted to say when I came up here has already been said, so I want to leave the members of this city council with just a few things. The first is, I will be the first to say that I appreciate the statement you made earlier, specifically that you'd be working with the DA. I understand that there's a portion after this where you can respond to public statements, and I would like a response on whether or not you will be pushing for an investigation or pressing charges for a hate crime. The second thing, and I know this both from my experience in the community over these past few decades I've been alive, but also from substitute teaching and having intimate conversations, and by intimate I mean, I've been having conversations with these children. There is a racism problem in Simi Valley. And one thing I can say absolutely for certain is that when it comes from children, there's a problem much deeper than the individual. And that's something that I really, really wish for everyone to be considering and making plans to combat. I've heard some people defending the usage or the usage of language and the behavior of these children that attacked Michael. I've been seeing them defending the use of the N-word because every child uses it these days. I'll end with this. I have never, in any of my time at school, heard someone say the N-word and gotten away with it.
Good afternoon, or good evening. My name is Rutman. I'm a lifelong resident of Simi Valley. I'm also a last-year law student, and I work with the Public Defender's Office in Los Angeles County. A pregnant woman attacked, a gun pointed at a member of the LGBTQ community, a Palestinian man dragged out of his home by police, and a black teenager beat while a group of 30 white teens watch. What do all of these things have in common? They've all happened in your city in the last 3 months. Mayor Kavanaugh, shame on you for not mentioning that this was a hate crime in your opening statement, for not failing to continue to fail to condemn racism in this city for as long as you've sat on the dais. And Mayor Pro Tem Judge, not sure if you're awake right now, but we have not forgotten your racist and Islamophobic remarks. And we the people know that you're eyeing that mayoral seat. And we the people will not allow you to have it. I ask you, Councilmember Ayala, you're new here. You have the opportunity to convince your fellow council members to condemn racism in this city. City Attorney Algeria Ford, your website touts that you were a civil rights attorney in the past. Use that knowledge and advise your council members to condemn the racism in the city and to advise the DA that this was a hate crime and to move accordingly. We the people will not let you forget. Thank you.
Good evening, Madam Mayor and City Council. There's a lot of energy going on tonight, so I'm going to try to be as brief as I can. My name is Judith McMahon. I'm a licensed clinical social worker in town. I come from New York, as you can tell by my accent, and I did work with gang members in the jail. I'm also a board member of Simi Valley Women's Club, and we have a statement to make that we absolutely detest this behavior that happened on Friday night with those juveniles. And my question is, maybe you can figure it out another time with the police department, but I believe strongly, because of my experience in New York City, that you need to have a gang intervention specialist come in here. I don't care how much it costs, it's going to be worth it. There needs to be education in the school, education in the home, and definitely a change of heart. If it hasn't happened yet, it looks like it's not happening now. Something has to change, and our statement is that something has to be done, and we will not put up with this behavior anymore. We will follow this case as closely as we can, and we will speak out again if we need to.
Hello, my name is Jared Lawrence-Howski. I'm from Moore Park, California. I'm here to represent the Moore Park College football team. We don't stand for this. We don't stand for racism. Our coaches have instilled into us that this is unacceptable for anybody. We shouldn't be hating, slandering, disrespecting based off of color. That's God-given. We're all God's people. We're supposed to live in harmony. This is pain to the community, pain to the families that we don't need to see. It is pain all around, and it's negative energy in the city. I live in Moore Park, right down the street. We don't need this spreading. This is hate. It spreads like wildfire, and we know that. Coaches say this word that they were using is the most demeaning and hateful word that we can use against colored people. We need to be better. We need to work against this. We need justice, something that we don't get often. And it pains me to see justice not be given. So today, take this word and think about it. It's unacceptable. It really is. This is coming from a community that believes it's unacceptable, and we ban it. We don't allow it. We don't even play the music that has the words in it. No cursing involved either. We got to keep things clean around our streets. And recently, you've done a very poor job at it. So I hope that y'all will listen and we can move forward with this. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Audra Herrera, and I'm a new resident to Simi Valley. Grew up in Moore Park with my brother, Jared Lawrence-Howski, who just spoke. When I had my son, when I birthed him and bathed him and loved him, a simple truth hit me, that every human, every grown person to the youngest person in this room, everyone was and is someone's baby. And all our children deserve safety, well-being, and the opportunity to live beautifully. That was not Michael's experience this past weekend. And although I don't know him or his family, he is my son, our son. And he deserves to be shown that we all care for him. What the attackers did was a hate crime. And being children too, for their sake, I hope that they are appropriately reprimanded, because we know that this was an act of violence, an act of pain, and to go unchecked and unaddressed, I fear for their future and the effects they will have on their and future communities, if not shown the error of their ways today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening. 2 weeks ago, I was here advocating for my Hispanic friends and neighbors. Today, I'm here advocating for my Black friends and neighbors. This is a constant issue, and we need to get ahead of it instead of reacting to it, right? We really want to get an agenda item for how we deal with ICE raids going forward, and we want justice for Mike, and that's it. Thank you.
Good evening, Mayor Kavanaugh, council members, staff, members of the public. I'm Gabe Turan. I serve as a mayor pro tem for the city of Oxnard, and I was here to talk to you about these things, but there's a lot of important things going on here tonight, and I sent the city clerk and the city manager an email, so I'll let those speak for itself. Just know that we banned these items, and I wanted to give you a heads up on that. But I can feel the hurt that's happening in this room and in this community, and I want to extend my my heartfelt words of support for everybody who's in this room. They showed up tonight to show you, to demonstrate the harm and the hurt that this community is feeling by the actions of folks from within this community. And I bring that up because I'm sitting back there thinking how I'm going to talk about these things, but there are incredible issues that are happening in the city, in your community right now, and there are many here who are feeling that this has been long, deep-seated issues that need to be addressed head-on. And as elected leaders, as an elected leader myself, we are charged with taking on those hard issues that our community members are saying need to be addressed and have followed for generations. All of us, myself included, we took an oath to defend the Constitution of the state of California and the Constitution of the United States of America. And that's against all threats, foreign and domestic. And when it's happening within our communities, if that's not a form of a domestic attack on our people and their rights, I don't know what is. And I offer my support to all of you and to our community, to your community members and my Ventura County community members in this time. And there's a lot of harm and hurt going on across this nation. Let's deal with what we can within our communities as well. Thank you.
Good evening, City Council. I wanted to first thank you for your service, and unfortunately, we had an ugly moment in our city, and thankfully, our community's speaking. I didn't come here to talk about this, but as many of the other speakers who came to say something that wasn't on this topic, it kind of moves you. You have a black nephew, a black family members, and you look at this, and it scares you. It scares you to think that, what if he was going to the movie set? And unfortunately, we see the ugly, we see the parts on video. And I have faith in Chief Shorts and his department to find what's going on, and I think we just need to stay a little cool and let them do their research and let them prove to us the facts. And if they don't, that's a different story. But there needs to be transparency. We need to see what happened, and people do need to be held accountable. And I think that you being their patient and respectfully getting insulted is tough. And I know many of you, and I know you are not racist, and I know that you don't hate people in this community, and I know that you want to get to the bottom of this, as we all do, because I don't know anyone in this community, I personally don't know anyone in this community that would promote this and allow this. And so we're counting on you. Thank you.
Mayor Kavanaugh, City Manager, and council members, my name is Karen Troop, and I've been a resident, active volunteer, and business owner excuse me, in Simi Valley since 1982. I am currently serving as the Treasurer CFO for the Simi Valley Chamber of Commerce, and I come to you this evening with that hat on. As a member of the Chamber for nearly 40 years plus, actually, I've always appreciated the incredible partnership that the Chamber and the city continue to share. The relationship is mutually beneficial in so many ways, many of whom were spoken to so eloquently by Paul Goodnow and Michelle Liddell. On behalf of the Board of Directors of the Simi Valley Chamber of Commerce and all of its members, I thank you in advance for your continued investment in our community to once again approve the grant money that we have requested, or even more if you so desire. Thank you. I have a quick half a minute, and I am intentionally showing that I am taking off my Chamber of Commerce badge and speaking to you as a mother and resident and active community person. I'm sorry for all the words that were spoken to all of you and to the police department this evening. I know that you did not wake up this morning and figure out how to purposely do a really bad job or upset people in our community. I trust that you are all doing the very best that you can. I trust that we will see transparency. I don't support this kind of behavior, but please know that those children that were arrested do have parents. And it doesn't mean they're bad parents. I happen to know some of those parents, and they can't help that their 17-year-old children, they can't help.
Please give her the courtesy of being able to speak. Thank you.
They can't help that their children made a very poor.
You all interrupted her speaking. So now you expect me to cut off? I'm done. She gets an extra 5 seconds because you interrupted her. I did this last meeting also, and I will be as fair with all of you. So please give us the benefit of the doubt. Karen, you have 5 more seconds. Thank you. If you cannot keep your voices down, you'll be asked to leave. Thank you. Karen,
If
please.
people can please have compassion for these families and what they're going through, and know that these parents did the best job they could. And
Okay. The more you interrupt, if you cannot be quiet and act in a professional manner out in the area, you'll be asked to leave. We have to have the time and the ability to hear what people say and to listen to them. So I would appreciate all of you giving her the same courtesy she gave each of you. So Karen, finish up in like 2 or 3 seconds and we're done. Thank you. The rest of you, please. That's it.
these parents may have done a great job, and unfortunately, their children made a poor decision.
Okay, we're done. Thank you. Thank you. I've asked you to be quiet. I've been polite to you. This entire dais has been polite to you. I expect you to be polite to us and respect that we are in a meeting and everyone has the equal right to speak. So we will now take our next, your